There we go. Sorry. Now it's recorded. Okay. Thank you guys for getting on tonight. Christy, this is part of my team. And it's funny, I was telling, I'm nervous to have you on here. I know that's so, I know, but I get into my masterminds with these girls every Tuesday, and I just learned I'm just in awe about how they do things and how they run their businesses and the ideas, and it's amazing. And Christy makes it look so easy. And she works her tail off, but she just has these great ideas and insight. So she's going to talk about running her amazing challenge groups, but I did ask her, I want to give you her bio because it's unbelievable. Okay, so she's a mom to Ava and Emily, who are 8 and 5. I did not know this till today. Her husband works 100 miles away as a cost engineer. So she hopes one day he can stay home and do real estate, which I can see happening in like 5 minutes. Okay. This blows my mind. She started coaching 2.5 years ago as a hobby coach. She is a 7-star, 2-time elite, 30 months in a row of SC10 legend, and Houston Market Council. Now, I must tell you, last year, this makes me emotional. Last year, she made elite while she was in ICU and was only allowed to be at, what was an hour and a half a day? Mm-hmm. Yes. So, we all are losers. No, I'm just kidding. I know, I'm totally kidding. No, I thought she was making that up. But anyways, okay. So Christy, thank you so much. I'm going to let you take it away.
Hey guys. So this is really informal, and I want you guys to ask questions if you have any. Okay, so this is actually a topic that I've been talking about a lot lately. And kind of, I get called to talk about this a lot, even if I am not prepared. So first of all, I kind of like to talk about first how I get people into my challenge groups, because I think that's just as important as your challenge group. So when a coach comes to me, sorry, my computer keeps dinging. I need to try to turn that off real quick. But if a coach comes to me and says that they're stuck, like they don't know what to do in their business, the first thing I ask them is, how is their network? Like, how many people are they bringing into their network, and how many people are they talking to each day? So here's what I mean by talking to. I don't mean you have to send out 100 private messages to people. I don't mean you have to call people. This is what I mean. Okay, so we all have, I don't know how many friends we all have on Facebook. That's not really what's important. Okay, say we all have 1,000 friends on Facebook. So I guarantee you have not reached your 1,000 friends on Facebook, right? You haven't had 1,000 people in your challenge groups. You haven't sold a challenge pack to 1,000 people. So what I mean is, what you should be doing is you should be going over to their Facebook page and commenting on their posts, okay? So you go over to their page, you see like they posted a cute picture of their dog. So you comment, you're like, oh, cute dog. What kind of dog is that? Or whatever you want to post. You know, they post a picture of their child. You comment, you say, oh, I love your daughter's dress. Where'd you get the dress, or whatever. So when you're talking back and forth like that, Facebook is going to now know that y'all are friends. So next time you post about your challenge, it's going to pop up on their news feed, where it probably wasn't popping up on their news feed. So you need to be doing that, or this is what I tell my coaches: it's your business, you can do what you want. But we do that to 30 people a day who have not been in a challenge group. And we're kind of targeting people that we think would probably benefit from a challenge group. We think are like-minded, good potential coach, good potential challenger, that kind of thing. And we're picking 30 people a day. You guys, this takes less than 10 minutes. This is not time consuming. Okay, so this is real fast. This isn't like, okay, oh my gosh, I got to send out all these letters, private messages to people. This is like boom, 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 you're done. So then think about over time, how many new people are seeing your posts every single day. just by that simple new task you're adding. Okay, so that's the first thing I tell my coaches to do. That's part of our power hour every day. Okay, just so simple messages every single day. That's part of our power hour. And so when people tell me that they run out of customers or they're stuck, I always ask them if how many friends they have on Facebook and if all of them have been in a challenge group before. And everybody says no, because let's face it, nobody has had everybody in their Facebook in a challenge group. So that's where you need to start. You need to be adding people to your network every day too, like 2 or 3 friends. That's pretty easy. I don't try to say make it crazy like 20 a day or whatever. So 2 to 3 friends, and then just commenting on people's stuff. Super easy, right? Okay, so then when I post about a free challenge group, I'll post about a free challenge group, and I often say, tag a friend to join you. So I'll post about it. I make the post public so people can tag friends. And so I have people tag their friends. I always strategically post during the time of the year. I see Kim's daughter waving. During the time of the year, I post. We do lots of water challenges right after the holidays. We have themed menus. So during the holidays, we'll have like, I don't know, like holiday menus. We have casserole menus. We have crock pot menus. We're trying to get new people in. In the summer, we have salad in a mason jar menus. We're changing it up according to the holidays, because people love that. They love holiday food. They love, whatever. And then once I add them to the group, I'll run a contest and say, whoever can add the most friends will win a prize, or whoever adds 5 friends will be entered into a drawing. So then you can almost double your number of people in the group. And I usually go in and friend request them too, if I think that they are good, potential challengers or coaches or that kind of thing. So then you're increasing your network right there, and you're getting more people in your free challenge, which I call the top of your funnel. So then you're getting new people right then and there. Okay, so in my challenge groups, I try to add them 3 to 4 days before it starts. That's really important. I mean, I can now throw together a challenge group the day before, but I really try to add them 3 to 4 days before it starts so that I can get to know them. So what I do is when I add them 3 to 4 days before it starts, I have everybody post. I'll post, hey, everybody, introduce yourself. And I'll introduce myself, and I'll talk about my family. I'll let everybody get to know me as a mom. I'll talk about, my life as a mom and as a coach, and how much I love the combination of being a mom and a coach and how I make this work. And because I want them to know right off the bat that I'm doing both, that I'm driving my kids to school, I'm going to gymnastics, and I'm coaching. So I also talk about kind of the beginning of my coaching, how I started this just as a hobby, and then I loved it so much that it turned into something more, that kind of thing. So just so they know, it's not like I just one day had this big, huge coaching career or something like that. I want to be relatable. How it was just me, and it was just a hobby, that kind of thing. And so I post all that in this intro, and then I ask them to introduce their self, and I ask them to tell me about their family, their health and fitness goals, so I can get to know them. And so most of the time, 75% of the people will reply and talk about their family and their health and fitness goals. So right then I know who in the group I can help based on their goals. And I can start messaging them privately, like, oh, okay, she wants to lose 10 pounds by her wedding. Ooh, I could definitely help her with that, you know? So I'll start messaging her like, hey, so-and-so, I see you want to lose 10 pounds by your wedding. I actually have a 21-day fix group starting next week. I could get you in that, help you lose your 10 pounds before your wedding in two months. How does that sound? And I can approach things that way. Or if it's going to be like a longer sell, if somebody has like 100 pounds to lose, I'll help them in the free challenge first, and then try to build the relationship throughout the free challenge by messaging them, things like that. I also always do a point system in my free challenge. I'm sure you guys do too. So there's a winner. I usually do daily winners too, to keep people like really engaged and having a lot of fun in my free challenges. I have one going right now where there's a daily assignment. So you have to do 3 things every day. You have to, 1, post a clean eating picture. 2, you have to either take, today it's 6,000 steps, like you have to have a pedometer or Fitbit, or you have to do 30 minutes of exercise. And then the final one for today, I'm trying to remember, you have to drink 60 ounces of water. So once they complete that, they post their pictures and say they completed it. And then at 9:30 in the evening, I draw a winner out of the group. So everybody is so committed to the group. They're logging in at 9:30 to see who won. And I phrase this very carefully. I say there will be a winner each night based on who completed the challenge. I don't say I will draw a winner. I strategically pick the winners based on who I think would be the best challengers, so that I can write them a card. I know their address, and I'll include a sample of Shakeology with their prize. But I really do send them a prize of some sort. It's not just Shakeology. I'll send them, I don't know, all kinds of stuff. Usually I let them actually pick a prize from a prize list and then include Shakeology. So that's how I pick my winners. And I phrase it carefully so I'm not lying to the group. But you can do it any way you want. So that's how I do it. So then I send them this gift and a card, talking about what a great challenger they are, how great they are at posting, how inspirational they are, that kind of thing. Because I'm setting them up to be a good challenger and a good potential coach by my message. I'm talking about how great they are in the group, how they're motivating others, how, congratulations on losing a little bit of weight so far, that kind of thing. So I'm kind of planning ahead when I'm doing that. So that's what I'm doing kind of in my free groups. Every single night, in my free groups, I do post 3 to 5 times a day, but I don't usually comment throughout the day on people's posts because I just don't have time to just be in the group all day. That would take my whole day away. So I usually at night, I'll set my timer for 20 minutes and I'll go through and I'll just comment on everybody's posts real quick. And the people that I'll ask as many questions as I can on the post, like, oh, what kind of bar is that you're eating or whatever. But I don't spend more than 20 minutes commenting at night because you can get sucked into those free groups and just spend all your time in those groups. And, I have too many other things I need to focus on right now too. Like my coaches and other groups and things like that. So I don't let it just suck all the time away from me. And then on the Thursday in the free group, I always post about the 21-day challenge I have coming up, or a 30-day challenge or whatever. Usually a couple of people will reply, but not everybody. I usually have to invite by private message for those groups. So you just send them a brief message and say, hey, thank you so much for joining my free challenge. I hope you're enjoying it. Would you like information about my next challenge? And I keep it really basic like that. Almost everybody will say yes. And then that gives you an open door to tell them more. And then you can tell them more. You can send them a video. If you make a video about your next challenge, that's an open door to just tell them. kind of how you've helped other people. If you know their goals, you can be very specific about how you can help them. One thing I've learned in the last 2.5 years is most people, like once you have their goals, they want you to tell them the answer. They want you to tell them how you can fix their problem. They don't necessarily want a lot of options. So for instance, right now, if somebody comes to me, pretty much no matter what their goal is, I listen to their goal and say somebody wants to lose, say 30 pounds. I say, oh, okay, great. I've helped lots of women lose 30 pounds. Tell me what your biggest, what's holding you back right now. They'll usually say time, I eat late at night, whatever. And I'll say, okay, yes, I have lots of women like that in my current group. I can definitely help you with that. So here's how I will help you. I will sign you up for a year of coaching with me, and I will put you in my Beachbody On Demand group where you'll have access to every single Beachbody program. And so what we'll do is we will start you with the 21-day fix first. So we will get your nutrition under control, and we will get you quick results with the 21-day fix to get you jump started into this new lifestyle. And then I am going to commit to you for 1 year, and you will drink Shakeology, which will help you with your nutrition. It'll fill in your nutritional gaps that we all have. And so that is how I will help you, and we will stick together because I will help you reach your ultimate goal. I'm not one of those people that's going to jump in and help you real quick for 21 days and then jump back out. I'm going to help you with your lifestyle, and I'm also going to help you change your family's lifestyle because I believe in changing your family's lifestyle, not just yours. It's a family thing. So my menus are family friendly. And I'm going to encourage your whole family to get involved, to eat the food, and to exercise together. And so that is how I present to all of my customers. I present the all access package. And last month, that's all I sold was the all access package. I did not sell anything else. I didn't give any other options. And that's just how I presented it. And I didn't have anybody say anything back. Christine says she did the same thing. Yeah. It's such a great deal. And if you present it as an annual package for the family and, everything like that, it's hard to pass that up. So I think that that's the best package in my opinion. And so then I put them in a group. I set them goals with them, get them started on the 21-day plan. Usually, it depends on the person. Some people start with other plans, but depends on their goals, really. And then once they start on the 21-day plan or whatever plan they're starting on, I give them so much positive motivation and feedback and kind of groom them into coaching if I think they'll be a good coach, because I don't sign up discount coaches. So I groom them into coaching. I'm talking about, wow, you're so great at being accountable, or you're so great at motivating people. You're so great at posting. Look, you're losing weight. You're, doing all these wonderful things. That's what I do. So like, for instance, tonight I'm hosting a Glimpse into Coaching group with all of my coaches. And so I have 15 coaches or 15 customers from January in that group. Because I work really hard at getting my customers that are in my challenge groups ready to be coaches. So that's kind of how I have that's kind of how my funnel system works. That's how I get people into challenge groups and then funnel them through into coaching. And that's kind of how my whole team does it. That's kind of how we have it set up. And it seems to work for us so far. So Does anybody have any questions that I can answer? I know I went kind of fast. I didn't mean to do that. But does anybody have any questions? Kim?
Okay. Sorry, I had to get unmuted. Okay, so I was taking some notes here, so I need to get back to that note real quick. Okay, so in the beginning, you were talking about reaching out to 30 people a day, like people within your network, going to their Facebook page, and looking at their posts and just commenting on them, right?
Right.
Okay, you said it, you should really only spend about 10 minutes. Has it always taken you 10 minutes to just do that? Or I feel like it would take me an hour to do that.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. Sometimes I can just straight up scroll through Facebook and find enough to comment real quick,
Okay.
Or it really doesn't take that long. For me, I don't know.
Kim, if you set your
Christy, do you have any special, tips? Okay, you said you scroll through and you can come up with, but is there anything else special that you do to make it go by so fast?
Well, I have like a list of people that I call that are either on my dream team or on my follow-up list or my hot list of people that I think are about to sign up. So I do concentrate on those people, making sure I'm commenting on them or something like that. Yeah. So it really doesn't take long once you get used to it though. I really can just go through it like that. And my coaches now can do it too, just like that. We'll do live power hours and we're all like, all right. And we're all like done in 10 minutes doing that. Oh, somebody said you can use the A through Z method.
I was getting ready to type that in, Michelle, good call. I'm literally, as you're talking, I started doing this last week, that I think I shared on the team page, that I use Teamsy, but I also have a notebook, and I just started writing A's, B's, and C's. So you can literally just go to each person, Cammie Smith, go to her page, comment, go to boom, 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 boom. And it makes it really quick because it's right, the list is right here. So.
Christine, is that what you would call like your working list?
My working list? Well, I have, okay.
It wasn't a trick question. I'm sorry.
No, it is. I mean, these are just people to put in your pipeline. So, you remind them that you remind them that you're there. But like you said, I mean, those aren't necessarily the people I would invite. I don't know. It depends where they are in the pipeline. It might be someone I haven't talked to in 6 months, so I might just comment.
But you're working from that list.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, yeah. One sec.
Does anybody else have any questions?
Did you see Nikki's about the free account? That's a good question.
Oh, what did she say? I didn't see it.
Do you make them sign up for a free account?
Oh, no. And let me tell you why. As soon as somebody signs up now for a free account, did you know they count as your customer and the time starts ticking? So, with the new Elite setup, you don't want to have, well, if you're not going for Elite or Premier, it doesn't matter. But I don't make them do that because of the new Elite for the customer PV. You know what I'm talking about, Christine. So as soon as they sign up for a customer, its time starts ticking. Yeah. So I don't do that anymore. Does anybody else have any questions? What else do we give? I have like different lists that I'll show them. We do all different kinds of things. sometimes we'll have like themed gifts if we're doing like a grilling challenge. Sometimes we'll have like outside, like, oh, what do you call them? Gloves that you can wear, or we'll do like grilling stuff, or, you know, stuff like that to give away. Or sometimes we do cute stuff like tank tops. I mean, it really just depends. We do all different kinds of stuff. Sometimes we hit up Amazon and see what's $5 or under, so we don't have to like go to the post office. Does anybody else have any questions?
You sure no one else has anything? Anybody? Bueller? Elisa, do you? I can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
I've always wanted to say that, like on TV. So like, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Oh. I'm sorry. Okay, so you're running all of these free challenge groups. How many are you running at a time?
I always do once for sure, but sometimes I do more if I'm in a really big growing phase. But let me tell you something. I don't advertise to the same people if I do more than one a month. So what I mean by that is I will advertise like on my personal page, but then I might advertise like in like a mom group or something like that somewhere else. But I don't advertise free challenges on my personal page more than once a month, because I don't want people to think they can always join me for free.
How do you pick groups to advertise in? Like, and how do you do that part?
Well, it just depends. I mean, some groups obviously won't let you post in.
Most groups these days won't let you do it.
Yeah.
That I've noticed.
I always ask. I've created some of my own groups so I can post whatever I want. Mm-hmm. So I've done that. I have like where I live, for my own community, I have a group that's called, my community is called Eagle Springs. So it's called Eagle Springs Gets Fit for my community. And I have like 500 people in that. So I can post whatever the heck I want in that. So that's one way to do it, is create your own group. Some coaches on my team we all have groups on my team. We all create our own so we can post what we want.
And then how are you capturing their emails while you're doing this?
No, that's actually something I'm working on right now, is setting up. I do have constant contact, and I have about 5,000 contacts in there, but I haven't been utilizing it.
How did you get 5,000? If you're not capturing, I mean, I've been doing, I have 120.
Well, I have a lot of people that always want my recipes. So in order to get my recipes, they have to give me their email address. So I do get them that way. And then also from my customer lists, from customers I've had for the last 2.5 years, I've exported those email addresses into constant contact as well.
Okay, so what are these recipes? Are these your unique recipes, or are they Beachbody recipes? What?
They're both. I always make recipes that look really good and take pictures. And to be honest, I actually hire someone to cook for me now. And so
good for you.
If you want the truth, she actually cooks recipes off the 21 Day Fix menu for me. And I send her what I want, and she brings them to my house, and I can take pictures of them each night as I heat them up in my microwave or my oven.
Yeah.
And then I post the recipes. But that's really important to my niche, to have these family-friendly recipes each night. And what was happening was I was so busy as my girls have gotten older, with them being in gymnastics 3 times a week and all this other stuff, where my husband and I were eating grilled chicken and salad every night, and that's not exciting to post about. So I hired someone to cook for us so I would still have the same content. So that's what I do. And then I post about it I post pictures twice a week, and I usually have 75 people that want my recipes each time I post a picture of what I'm eating. So then I'll message them and talk to them and say, hey, here's my recipe, and if you want more, send me your email address. Would you like to join my next free eating challenge? So
Awesome.
That's what I do.
Thank you.
Sure.
I will say, as far as Christy, it's one thing I like about her is she doesn't overcomplicate it. Like, she keeps it so simple. And yeah, I mean, like, I even before we got on the call, because like I can't go to someone's page because then I get sucked in there for 6 hours. But I did go to your page, and it's just, her content it's just, she doesn't overcomplicate it, and I think that's why she gets such the traction that she does. Does that make sense? It's just, yeah, I mean, it's a beautiful thing. And now I'm going to hire someone to cook my food. Maybe. That's genius. That's genius.
Yeah, how did you find someone to do that, if you don't mind me asking?
It's actually a coach of mine, and she's, okay, so if you guys really want to know, I actually have 3 people that work for me and do different kinds of things. So I have one person that cooks for me, which is awesome. And then I have one person that does graphic stuff for me, but only as needed. It's not like she works for me all the time. And then I have an assistant. So that's kind of how I do it, because that's the only way I can do it and be at all my kids' stuff and be the one that drives them to school and picks them up every day and all that kind of stuff. So that's how I do it. But I always hire my coaches first, because they need money sometimes when they're starting out. And so my assistants have always been coaches. So does anybody else have any questions?
I do, and this is not really relevant, but all your coaches are local, aren't they?
All of my diamond coaches or Star Diamonds are local. Yes.
Okay. But that's I always ask myself what's wrong with me, because no one on this Zoom is in Texas.
Well, you started out on Long Island.
Yeah, I mean, because I've lived in both places. We're Indiana and New York for the most part. So
we have a shitload of coaches here. So local is,
yeah, it's just, yeah, it's so, I'm so different. Anyways, okay. Does anyone else have any questions for Christy before she goes? Okay. Thank you so much. I mean, that was, right, Abby, that was amazing. I'm very humbled and appreciative that you came on here. And can I throw any more questions they might have even after, if I get the report? Okay. All right. So thank you. Go do your coach thing, and I'll talk to you soon.
Sure. Sounds good. Thank you, guys.
All right,
Bye.
guys. Thanks for getting on. All right. And I'll see you guys later. All right. Good night.